dam je dewa dang de dong harar dang jar nyor de lana me ba yang da bar zo be sang jo rumbo je do bar za thus enter enlightenment perform virtuous deeds with the body speech and mind enter death perform virtuous deeds with the body speech and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellence of the Sangha. We take refuge in all the noble Dhakas, Dhakinis, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embodied enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path. I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to a complete stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment reach. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in calamity, free from attachment and aversion. We skip the seven-line prayer, go to page or the short mandala offering. I don't know the page yet there. Huh? Okay. 10a. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and strewed with flowers. It is adorned with the Meru, the supreme mountain, the four continents, the sun and the moon. As Buddha fear, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness as Buddha fears. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer altar inner and sacred offerings, with my body, wealth, and all that is visible. Please grant me supreme realization, enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through both stations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. Om Guru Rina Mandala Banza Manga Samanda Savarana Samaye Ahong. Equal refuge, honor of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor of Vajradhara, without a doubt. I bow at the feet of Father Jigten Songo. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassion one grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unliberated nature of the mind. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the two vehicles and the combination. According to this position, the likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. Okay, so now next we go to the Manjushri sadhana. Manjushri sadhana, page 28, and the Treti Yoga sadhana. So we're going to pray and starting page 29. Meditation or providing emptiness. Om Shine Dajana Benzara Sobhava Ema Gohan. From the all providing emptiness, as many color lotus apples on the lotus are moon and the sun days. surrounded by an orange color mom syllable, the nature of my own awareness wisdom. The luminous syllable color lay in all directions. It is offered to all the Buddhas and purify all obscuration in the six realms. The light returns and is absorbed into the syllable, and I become Manjushri, brilliantly golden in color. With one face and two arms, my right hand raises the wisdom silver above my shoulder, and my left hand raises to the heart level, hold between the thumb and the ring finger the long string of a lotus that blossoms at my left shoulder. On the lotus is the 100,000 verse 1 Panjaparimita text. I'm wearing a five-pointed crown adorned with a blue-black top knot and on clockwise with silken robes. And the precious ornaments seated in the Vajra position with emailing countenance are radiating the glorious suns of the Buddhas at the three special places are the white, red, and blue color syllable like radiates. From the syllable inviting the divine wisdom being who dissolve inseparable into me with the syllable Sa Hong Pa Hong. Again, the three color light radiate and inviting the Buddhas of the five families to appear in front of me. I offer flowers, incense, light, scented water, nourishing cake, and music to them. Go back to Tibetan, page 29. Dong be ngang le na zo be ma da da nye den de ran re mo ma zer o zer ram bar de le won ten ji jar wa gen jo ro gen de ba ja seren de yon jar da nye jam bar yang so mai serendo jarje sanye ba ye ba shira ra de bong de sar yom ba do gar de ze ba le ye wai ne ze ge sar bong yon de zum zhen dong zai jia be len wan jin dorje yenzon zembe zembarwe nezon zhezon gamar denzele onje yeshe zembai jindan jor ca hong ba hong da dan yime ten lar yang dog le ring la Jian zhai me do bu dai mar me zhi, xiar ze ror mo dan jian ju ban bo on sarwa da dan ga da abe gen za de ma. By this request, I am empowered by the Buddhas who poured the West nectar on the crown of my head, filling my whole body with the nectar and purify all obscurations. Purifying all the obscurations, the nectar overflows at the crown of my head. Becoming Buddha Vairocana, the Buddhas are empowered, then dissolve into me. Shi sor bum je je wo ne wan gur ge gai zhe ma da je je la ma je wo ren je le nam nang wei jin jing wang lai da ge le la de bo re jo om ben je shi ren ja na sa dong ben za argam sarva panza manga samandra savarana samaye hong Om Manjushri Jana Sato Benza Eng Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savara Samaye Hom Manjushri Jana Sato Benza Pipe Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savara Na Samaye Hom Om Manjushri Jana Sato Benza Dipam Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savara Samaye Hong Om Manjushri Jana Satom Benza Aloke Sarva Benza Samandra Savarana Samaye Hong Om Manjushri Jana Satom Benza Gende Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savarana Samaye Hong Om Manjushri Jana Satom Benza Nevede Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savarana Samaye Hong Om Manjushri Jana Satom Benza Sabda Sarva Benza Manga Samandra Savarana Samaye Hong. Long press. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of two words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds wisdom texts at his heart. He has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara, as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he wakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramana's speech. He wears the wisdom sword to cast settling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplishing the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Tibetan Kange Lodi Dimye Dendara Nyadara Nandai Robserve Jenye Dongge Jeje Zezere Nyeje Dogar Len Wan Zeng Kandai Zibe Zura Mare Mendon Dungar Jizerve Rozo Gen Lai Buje Dorze Yen Lai Chuje Yan Din Song Nye Moi Nye Do Darai Je Doi Nye Moi Nye Long Le Je Ja Do Don Ze Jeng Ma Re Min Zer Dong Ar Nyu Ge Je Nye Jun Ze Ra De Nam Du Ni Da Jin Sa Jin Dar Zeng Yon De Le Zoi Jar Se Ge Je Zai Je Dai Ju Ni Jin Je Da Loi Min Zer Chu Lan De. Short prayer. You who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and dispel darkness of ordinary ignorance, are posted before you and praise you, Manjushri. At the heart chakra is a sun disk on which stands the Om syllable, surrounded by the mantra circling clockwise. In golden light radiate from the mantra, evoking all the blessing and energy of all the Buddhas, which dissolving into the Mom syllable. Again, light radiates and transform the outer universe into the sphere pure, light, and purify all obscuration of sentient beings, who are then transformed into Manjushri, or are reciting the mantra together. The light then returns into the syllable. Tibetan Yone Gule Jangwa Bo Ye Xie Zhu Me Rob De Bo Ye De De Mo Men Zar Wa Yang Bar Yang Lai Zan Zar Du Gar Nye De Mem Dar Nga Zhen Jie Ser Do U Jie Rang Yin Ye Go Rui Uzar So De Jar Gen Zin De Di Mem Ten Lar Wu Zhi Be Nu Jar Ye Ni Jur Ju Jie Zin Jin Zhi Ba Jiang Ran Zhi La Jur Gen Jiang Ha Zha Zhu Uzar Tsirndi Savon La De Me Om Wange Shore Mo 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 Om Wange Om Wange Shore Mo 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 Om Wange Shore Om Wange Shore Mo 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 Om Wange Shore Om Wange Shore Mo 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 Om Wange Om Wange Shore Mo 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 Om Wange Shore Om Wange Shore Mo Om Wange Shore Mo. So here I'm going to share, continue with the yesterday, follow the teaching, and we can chant the mantra silently. So this sadhana is yesterday also mentioned a couple of times, very short. So it's called self-generation. We meditate directly. Our self is Manjushri. So that's you see this sadhana and the page 26, the visualization. So we first, create all emptiness, meditating. The good is like practice this yadam deities. Always go first shamatha meditation, because we need mind is more relaxed, peaceful. So that's shamatha meditation. bring the minds become peace and relax. And then vipassana is seeing ourselves as emptiness, and also seeing all these phenomena as emptiness, not truly inherently exist. And that's why step second is vipassana. And then that step going into this yidam deity practice. So you feel all like outer phenomena is empty, your form is empty, you recognize like yourself, your recognize ourself, I self is truly inherently not exist. You can feel your form body is kind of a delusion, you know. And then that moment you visualize yourself is Manjushri, so then you can feel that your whole this body is transformed to Buddha's form body. In this stage, like we go to different levels, like purify the universal, transform to the Buddha's pure lane, meditate, and then we meditate sun, moon, these lotus flowers, top the silver, transform Manjushri. So that's also okay, but sometimes harder to do all these stages. That's why you just meditate. Your form is recognized delusion, and then that moment you think about the Manjushri, and then your mind become create Manjushri. Your whole body is transformed to Manjushri's form body, Buddha's form body. So then you chant this prayer is have made more connections. So connections, more inner level connections, not outer level connections. Inner level connections more powerful. Uh, so inner level connection, really you recognize, you feel yourself is Yadam Deity. Yadam Deity, or we say Buddha is not outside somewhere else. It's all this, we talk different Buddhas, is actually within ourselves. And then you chant the prayer, so this prayer is waking your channels, chakras, wings. And you feel all these prayers come from within your inside yourself. And then chanting mantras, you can feel like each mantra is power. It's waking the chakras, like same as pouring water to the seeds. Okay, so that's the prayer. This is the purpose. The sadhana means. And then yesterday we did a short this Manjushri dedication prayer. That is not in the Deity Yoga Sadhana. So we have another separate page. Do you have this one, right? Separate one? Okay, so in the chat room, please. Uh, so Debbie, Amanda, anyone can share there.
Hold on, sorry to interrupt, but your sound is soft again, so I don't know if you need to make some adjustments. Thank you.
Solve in the Zoom or what is?
Yeah, soft on the Zoom. And when I'm checked it, I have to turn it to the up so that it's loud.
That's I don't know. So you okay? Everyone on the Zoom? Or is voice very soft? Nobody give answer.
Let me unmute. That would help. 1 second. Okay, now.
Too soft. Can't hear. Thank you.
Okay, 1 minute. So what happened?
It sounds like a good volume to me, but if other people think it's too soft, then maybe it should be turned up a little bit.
It's
My volume's not.
okay, so what happened is like echo. Ah,
Do you have any of your other devices connected or no?
No, it's everything is correct here. We cannot do anything more than this. Everything's high level. Yes. Okay, so then, do you receive that short prayer first? Okay, maybe computer is close to myself.
Okay, I put
This may be help. And so we have also the yesterday teaching. And I also want to go through a little bit in this prayer to Manjur Kosha, the gentle voice Lord. So this is also important, you know. So Manjushri is the yesterday also I mentioned many times, yeah. So embodiment, Manjushri means like embodiment or the Buddha's wisdom. So three Bodhisattva is representative of Buddha's quality. Vajrapana is embodiment of all the Buddha's power. Chinrezig is all the three times Buddha's embodiment of compassion. Manjushri is all the three times Buddha's embodiment of wisdom. So Buddha has means like must have to have these three fully qualities, okay? Not half qualities. Fully three these qualities: compassion, power, and wisdom. So then that is energy, right? And then that arising the form body is called Bodhisattva Yadam Deity. So then Manjushri is representative wisdom. So in this prayer also, you know, we go through a little bit helps. What Manjushri practice helps, you know. Here says, see, power for one who dispelled accumulated dark, gloomy ignorance of all sentient beings. Okay, well, this is not followed by sentence translation. This translations by like whole verses. Okay, so then see Manjushri is the here just the point is the dispelled accumulated dark gloomy ignorance of all sentient beings. So we have ignorance. Do you have ignorance? Okay, so then we need to practice Manjushri. So we have a dark, so then we need light. We need the night, that's why we need the sun, right? And we have ignorance, that's why we need wisdom. You know, wisdom increasing through Manjushri practice. So you practice Chinrezig you increasing your love and compassion. You practice Vajrapana, like you release fear, negative energy. Okay, and you practice Manjushri, then you increasing your knowledge about the knowing more, you know, this samsara, and knowing the spiritual is, you know, like what we follow that is like clear. So then by seeing forth the rays of light streaming from your mandala of understanding and intelligence, so the Manjushri, the practice, and see you know, our intelligence or wisdom is arising. So this our wisdom is arising or from the Manjushri's mandala. Mandala is we practice Manjushri in our increasing our knowledge, intelligence. So into the West and the profound space, like realm of the knowable. And then the knowledge is like we understand this all, perform, ways and perform space like realm of the knowable is Dharma, Dharma is like very perform also, and ways, like same as space. So then also our knowledge is increasing ways and perform. So that's the realm of the knowable. To you, gentle voice, Lord Manjushri Abodon. So we, pay homage to the Manjushri. And this prayer is followed by author level. And we are ordinary people, okay? And the sadhana, and this is slightly different. Sadhana is we directly meditate ourselves with Manjushri. In this one, the prayer is Manjushri is in space, is wisdom Buddha. We are ordinary being. So the ordinary being supplication to wisdom Buddha, Manjushri. So that's why we, bow down to Manjushri. Things from no enter are attaining essence of enlightenment. So starting today, trust myself to no other refuge but you. So we take refuge to Manjushri, enter enlightenment. So wherever I am born among the 6 realms by the force of my karma. So we take birth many different kind of realms because due to our own karma. So please protect me from the terrors of samsara, gentle voice Lord. And this is Manjushri is not only the increasing wisdom, our pray to Manjushri, like you think, oh, I get more knowledge, wisdom, but not only that, Manjushri helps, protecting in this life and also in Pardo, future life. So that's why I say, please protect me from the terrors of samsara, gentle voice Lord. It's when we praise to the Manjushri. And Manjushri is free from death. And that's the reason Manjushri can protect us in the Pardo. Manjushri means like then Manjushri Radha is Yamintaka. Yamintaka is can be arise, become Yama, or Yama means like who has negative karma, then Yamintaka means Yama. And the king of in the Pardo beings. So Manjushri who has virtuous deeds, then the approach to Yamintaka or Manjushri form. So that's why Manjushri is the deity, king of the deity in the Pardo. Okay, so we're scared for death, we're scared for in the Pardo, then we have to practice also Manjushri too. Then here is the next page. So when I am forced to abandon the karmic patterning of this life, so and seized by the fearsome and terrible Lord of Death. So when I am separate from all kindly and loving friends and relatives. So when we die and we losing our friends, loved ones, we lose everything, whatever in this life we have, we losing. We cannot take anything with us. So in that time then, so we going to the death Pardo and dying is terror or suffering, and then in the Pardo, extremely suffering experience, and then that time, so we ask Manjushri, so protect me from the terror of Yama, gentle voice Lord. So Yama is actually the another way, like negative karmic imprint approach to Yama. Okay. So Yama is not really exist truly there, something in when we die in the Pardo. But Yama means like due to our negative karma, that is approach to the Yama. So actually, it's our own projected, because our own negative karma projected yama. Someone who has practiced dharma and virtuous deeds and practice Manjushri, then yama is equal to Manjushri. So someone practice Manjushri in this life, you have a truly knowledge, dharma, and you have wisdom, then yama is not there. That is become transformed to Manjushri. So that's why yama means also yamitaka. Manjushri, see, either way. And the negative beings receive yama, very fair, threatening, like experience. The who has good karma there, fears, perceive or perception is majority peaceful. So that's the reason protect me from the errors of yama, gentle words, Lord. And then see, when by the power of evil act accumulated throughout the beginningless time, and the force of the wings of afflictive emotion and the intermediate state of becoming, I am snatched away over the terrifying precipice of unbearable lower realms of birth. See, due to the negative karma, going to take birth, birth karma. So this is talking about the 3 different levels: death karma, death pardo, and the pardo, intermediate state pardo, and now it's becoming pardo, like it's going to taking the birth already, taking birth. So taking birth is the force of the wings of afflictive emotions. That's why we're taking the birth. Then in that time, I am snatched away over the terrifying precipice of the unbearable lower realms of birth. So ask Manjushri, please, block the lower realms, take birth. Please short off the wings of mistaken bodily emotion, gentle voice, Lord. So ask Manjushri, stop the emotions. Because in the Pardo, taking the birth means like emotion taking the birth. So anger, then go to hair realms. And the strong, selfish, grasping, and the stingy taken to the hungry gods realm. Ignorance going to the animal realm. And then attachment goes human beings, right? Jealousy goes jealousy gods. Pride take birth to God's realms. So that's why these are the afflictive emotions, 6 different afflictive emotions. So ask Manjushri, please, that moment to stop my, afflictive emotions. So long as I stop the afflictive emotions in the Pardo states, then we're not going to take these 6 realms birth in that 6 realms, free from 6 realms. Then as the intermediate state, consciousness is to take birth again and again. Purify the unfavorable conditions so that are utterly present them. So then another recourse, like, if I'm going to take a birth within samsara, they ask Manjushri, please help me not take birth in the lower realms. So not take birth hair realm, hungry gods, animal realms. Take birth in the human being realms. And in the human being realms, then, please set up the auspicious line for me to be born. So all the good things happen in the human being realms. Into families that uphold the victory banner of the teachings of the enlightened one, gentle voice Lord. So when we take birth and naturally have connect to the Dharma and follow the, cause and the effect. In all virtuous lives, right? After I have attained the manifesting and the beautiful body. So take birth in the higher realm, especially in the human being realms. And we have birth is also free from handicaps, like mentally handicapped, physically handicapped. And then so stemming from the seven supreme quality of high rebirth. Then also the please create the auspicious link whereby I meet with a spiritual friend who correctly practice of the Dharma, gentle void Lord, take birth in the human being realm and the precious human body, and then naturally connect with the Dharma. So that's a supplication, as Manjushri supplicating. Then when I have correctly understood the ocean like horse of a sublime teaching, perfectly spoken by that spiritual companion and drawn with the skillful means and the compassion. Please grant me the discernment and intelligence that will give me the power to teach it to the gentle voice Lord. So we receive the teaching and also understanding Dharma and knowledge and through practice and then sharing to others. So help for other beings. So that's a supplication to Manjushri. And that's the reason yesterday, the praise to Manjushri Long One is come from the 100 scholars together. So because there's the 100 scholars has these aspirations, they become birth human being, precious human body, then they receive all the teachings, then their understanding, they have knowledge, wisdom, right? And they practice Manjushri, and then they can have many other beings. So that's the example yesterday. 100 scholars all practice Manjushri. Me, Yadamde is Manjushri. So all these spiritual teachers who share the teaching, benefit others is blessing by Manjushri. Then that benefit others. So when Buddha Shakyamuni shared teaching, all this teaching perform emptiness, teaching lineage orders Manjushri. So when Buddha shared the true teaching, emptiness, the human being, the ordinary people cannot digestion, I think, they really can't take, very hard, because very strong, this, the, the conceptual is very strong, fixation, right? And the fears, everything is like exist. And and then that conceptually cannot check the emptiness teaching. So then Manjushri receive all these teachings. And then he holds the lineage and then share to Nagarjuna. So Nagarjuna is called second Buddha. And then sometimes the Buddhists say Nagarjuna is the first scientist in the world. So he bring all the Buddha's teaching is for intellectual, logic. And so through logically can approving emptiness. So that's a teaching is also come from, the Mayamika teaching, philosophy, Buddhist philosophy. Then solely for the benefit of other throughout all my lifetimes. Then we aspiration, like benefit many other beings, many lifetimes, not only one life. Giving away everything without the less tact, fastness. So long as we have knowledge, wisdom, then all these abilities arise naturally. We have a strongly fixation, and grasping, right? Tight. Then we don't have this ability. What we're saying here is the ability we don't have right now, because due to our fixations, attachment, and grasping. So long one day arise wisdom, then we have ability to, sharing for others, have ability to benefit others, and everything is possible. So the source is all the quality. Source is wisdom, and without the wisdom, and then everything is like hard, not that easy. So then also supplication to Manjushri, next page, page 4. Meditating stably, avoiding all distraction and so on. So when we meditate, like meditation is stable means our mind, is not stable. We recognize that, right? Moment to moment, go everywhere. So no beat, like even moment with us. That's why meditation bring our this crazy minds become stable and make no crazy, okay? So right now our mind is crazy. So actually right now we are crazy, but we don't recognize that. We think other people are crazy, right? So, but actually right now we are crazy because we have afflictive emotions and we have disease, afflictive emotion. And that's why, we are crazy, but we don't recognize. And that's the reason, Malarepa sees samsaric beings are crazy. Samsaric beings seeing Malarepa is crazy. So Malarepa give up all this worldly activity and he follow the spiritual path. Then many people think he's crazy. But then right now, so we see who's the winner. And then Buddha Shakyamuni, he gave up his palace. That time in the palace, the people think he's crazy, right? So Buddha Shakyamuni seeing the kings at that time crazy because of their so strong fixation, attachment, and all the time fighting for the territories, and so strong grasping, so attached to the power, attached to the family, like all these strong fixation, desires. Then Siddhartha see they are crazy. But then Siddhartha give up all these, desires, they think Siddhartha is crazy. So now we see who's really crazy. Right? So that's like right now we think we are correct, but actually we are incorrect. They have a story like another king, he has astrology. So he asked astrology, check, what going on his kingdom. The astrologer told him, the rain is coming. The rain is focusing rain. The rain goes water, everyone going to crazy. So then he asked the solution. The astrologer told him, you can cover your well. Where you get water, you just cover, don't let it rainwater go in there. So king did that. And his kingdom, people drink the water, they cannot do that. Everyone is crazy, except the king is not crazy. But then king cannot control them because every other one or same opinion, same perceptions. King's idea, perceptions different than others. So their pointing king is crazy. King say, you guys crazy. He explained what happened, but the others don't accept. Okay, so then he have to drink the poison water, be with them together. No choice. So we are crazy. Our mind is crazy. And then the meditation practice brain, stable. Monkey mind's brain stable. So avoiding all distraction and so on. So when meditate means like we have to avoiding all distraction and so on. When you meditate, you get distracted, you are not really meditating. So of course, the different levels. First section meditate, we need a very calm, relaxed place. Otherwise, you cannot meditate. And you go already in really deeper level meditation, distraction, whatever going on, they're not distracting you. So you feel everything is delusions, not really exist there. And then that time, then you are meditating. Until that, we just only preparation sections still. Okay, so that's why first step, of course, we need a very calm, relaxed place, peaceful place. That's why I call remote area. And then you are into meditate, you go really deeper level, the whatever going on there, they're not distracting you. In the kind of prayer, mentions 6 object means like all this world is club, right? Club or like losing or like how to say the club, right? Club means like damage. collapsed. All this world is collapsed, but you don't have any fears. So that experience when you get, then you are really in the Mahamudra state. After that, we are no meditator, okay? So we just kind of fake meditator still. But we can create like more peaceful, relaxed, joy, but not reach into that deeper level. So whole world is collapsed. You don't have any fears. So that means whatever going on, you don't have any problem. Your minds become be in that state, no distractions. So then we achieve some levels of meditation. So actually, each level meditation, we have to get into that state. Then you get experience meditation benefit. So if you get in that state, every sexual meditation, then your whole life is, I think, beautiful. Our whole life is beautiful because every single day we have some, negative, afflictive emotions, problems, this, sad, unpleasant feelings arising within ourselves. So we have to release that. And when you create a peaceful little bit, but they come back again. You achievement that level, and then that feeling is, you can really transform. You come back another something, but not what you have problem that not really effective become. Maybe another new problem comes, then that fears you again, and then you meditate that you can release again. Do you understand? Okay, so that's the here. Avoid all distraction and so on. Then grant me possession of the six transcending perfection, gentle voice, Lord. So supplication to Manjushri, as like say, grant me possession of the six transcending perfections, like perfection, not just perfection means it's different the six paramita. Do you understand what it means? So generosity, we can have like very basic generosity. You're kindly giving something generosity. It's virtue as it is, but still no perfection generosity. Perfection generosity is no any concepts, or you giving, we are giving, okay, someone receiving, and so that all we recognize is delusion and emptiness, no expectation. Then that called perfection generosity. So that's that different layers here. Perfection means like must have to have wisdom together, knowing emptiness, at least recognize emptiness, and no going on any expectations. Even we dedicating our merit sharing for others also through the wisdom. Virtuous, what we like, example, we're going to do dedication, what are we doing today? Like, oh, I did this practice Manjushri. I want a dedication to this specific person. So that's also conceptual level. And recognize our practice also emptiness. And the sharing to other also, they are also emptiness. Receiving, right? Receiving, and then how to say, giving, or and action, actually they're called subject-object actions, or we say, so subject is ourself, right? We are subject. And object is receiver. Subject and object. And then action is like the practice. We have to recognize three of them is emptiness. And the knowing is no attached fixation to that. And then that dedication is more powerful, that's called the perfection. So we have to generosity, morality, participation, joyful effort, meditation, or have to follow by the wisdom. No fixation to that. Supreme coldness, displaying the painful heat of samsara. So samsara is like heat and the cold, like suffering is. Then safely grab all those who aspire to the vision of the snow mountain of the sacred text. Someone like have aspiring to go into the Dharma text or study. So Dharma text study is very vast perform. So in that but having become slow up in the mire of draw, distraction, and laziness. So going into the study and getting knowledge, or you practicing, we get on the spiritual path, have so much these distractions, lazy and slow up, right? Maya of door distraction and this laziness comes all the time. So with your compassion, so with supplication to Manjushri, with the compassion, gentle voice, Lord, and ask Manjushri, please help remove my this laziness and door distractions. Though I have perfectly entered upon the pathway of the view of perform doctrine, we're going into the path, spiritual path, study, philosophy, or knowing, gaining the knowledge Dharma. They also, though are aspiring to depart for the realm of perfect freedom and the liberation. We wanted to become liberation, freedom. So the obstacle is a being of a lateral fortune. I am bound by some samsara's nose. And please cut the web of attachment to cyclic existing, gentle voice, Lord. We wanted to liberate, and we wanted to knowledge, wisdom, free from samsara, wanted to benefit others. Due to our karma and knowing our accumulation merit, and then, this attachment obstacle, so, hard to get into what we wish. So we always stuck in the within samsara. So that's why ask Manjushri, please cut, please cut the web of attachment to cyclic existing gentle voice, Lord. Then though are aspiring to the vision of the lotus growing of a great conqueror, having abandoned the judgment, right? Force of my own self-interest, which has no completely subside. So we release our own benefit. We wanted to, let go our own benefit and wanted to go perform practice Dharma. This mind of mine is enshrouded, right? And the thick darkness of ignorance. Due to see this very strong, heavy darkness, ignorance. So ask Manjushri, dispel the darkness of my ignorance. Gentle voice, Lord, help release my darkness. In short, for myself and all others, relying upon the auction collection of Dharma texts throughout all our lifetimes. So, and fulfill all wishes of a living being without less exception. May we become a veritable, I think, with the grant and gentle voice, Lord. So with supplication to Manjushri, knowing this Dharma, and giving, sharing to others, liberating many other beings. So ask Manjushri, please give me same is wish fulfilling giver, which granted gems. So which granted gem help many other poverty beings. And the same, sharing the Dharma and giving to others, liberate many other suffering beings. So by the power of paying to you, Manjushri, in order to save all beings from the ocean of becoming, with the board of the perfected two accumulations, gentle voice Lord, may even become just like you. So we supplicate and like become, we are same as Manjushri and benefit many others. From this time forth, enter in the future, I have attained enlightenment. So starting today to enter enlightenment. So then with supplication to Manjushri, please, you are my guru, you know, my gentle voice Lord Manjushri, I'll always be my teacher. So Lord fair one, with the reading light of your supreme knowledge. So it's us have, you know, knowledge. Completely eliminate the draw stupidity of my mind. So the darkness like us, please have release. Grant me the intelligence and the clear confidence of mind to understand the teaching and their various commentary and the precepts. So wanted to help others, then we have to get knowledge, you know. And who has this the knowledge of Dharma, then can help many others. So without knowledge, and also know harder to, you know, like you can realize, because realization also another way to knowledge, you know. Without knowledge, we're not going to know our own natural riba. Always draw, dark, you know, and then samsara is always pleasant for that person. Same as like pigs are really pleasant in the dirty place, you know, they are enjoyed there. So that's called the darkness, dark, you know, ignorance, not knowing. Many people happy, joy in samsara, because that is called the darkness, you know, and the delusion. So not knowing, samsara is a suffering. The not knowing, you know, like birth suffering, old age suffering, and sickness suffering, death suffering, not knowing. So that's a called darkness, and only attached to very temporary desire, right? Joy. So no looking to like tomorrow and the future, no seeing like it's whether it's beautiful today, and then you say like so enjoy beautiful in Ohio. Not the same always beautiful weather Ohio, right? Change. Okay, they're not thinking about the tomorrow, not knowing what's going on tomorrow, not knowing next week, next month, next year what's going happen. So sometimes like we have tornadoes comes, right? So like that, you know, like not knowing changings. So grant me that intelligent and clear confidence of mind to understand the teaching and their various commentary and the precepts. Whenever I needed to see you means like really wanted to see you is like you have to seeing true, you know, Manjushri is true wisdom. So not talking about the body. See you, or even just ask you a question. If we wanted to ask questions, protect me, Manjushri means, so may I perceive you without slightest obstacles. Like we have questions, we have something going on, wanted to like follow the spiritual path, or the obstacle, ask Manjushri, please release. May my way of life be like that of Manjushri. So who exist only to accomplish the benefit of the sentient beings in the 10 directions until I reach the Bodhisattva level of perfect delight. By the kindness of Manjur Kosha, may I always have a recollection of my past life and embrace the life of perfect renunciation. So remember also past life. Sometimes like we think what benefited remember past life. So we remember past life, then knowing the cause and the effect. And then you no questions like about the karma cause and effect. Some people fear past life, and then they see also the negative karma or positive karma too. So long as you know that, then comes a very strong renunciation to samsara. So then you only wanted to liberate. So previous life is the same as like when we take birth to enter, know how many days goes. So you don't want to go back again, right? You don't want to become childhood like your life again. So restarting again your life, I don't think no one wanted that. I don't think you wanted to go back to high school, kindergarten, or like that, Or see, no one wants to restarting life again. So see, we don't want to like. If you recognize previous life, means like we think about that, and then same is all future is also same thing. No any pleasant actually there too. So that's why then you want to renunciation means you wanted to liberate. Okay. So we can ask question. I think this for all united, like maybe people like ask this question. You want to go back to restarting your life again? I think no one say yes. You think so? So that means everyone has a renunciation samsara. I don't want to go back to last month too. Yeah. So then we expectation the next like month, year, or same thing. Nothing is better than the previous month, years, same, nothing more than better than that. Okay, so that's this prayer. And then Manjushri is just, the point is we have to know like embodiment of enlightening wisdom, and we practice Manjushri, arise these knowledges, compassions, it can have many others. So Bodhisattva, aspiration. Bodhisattva means selflessness, benefit others. So now we go to the text yesterday. Yesterday, the commentary, I don't know you have. I'm sharing in the screen here. So yesterday we share the cover page already. So the main point is yesterday sharing is the long press to Manjushri. So it's commentary. I wrote a commentary. Then actually I didn't wrote. Amanda wrote. I just talk. Okay. So then that's this commentary sharing with you. So we have this root text in the sadhana, main sadhana. Just we chanting, we did. Then this prayer, so the history yesterday, I think mostly you heard that, maybe new people today, important. And this prayer is only one page. So less than actually one page, only Tibetan is. So it's come from this all the many scholars together. So they agreed, they wanted to do press something Manjushri together. And then they, decided this, see, Nalanda University decided to create a press to Manjushri. I think deciding this, they all dispersed and went to the separate residency. Each of the many Pentata scholar, they wrote a press, and then they all come together to share that they had writing with one another in order to decide which press to adopt. So which one is the best? They're going to pick up that. It became clear that each Pentata scholar had writing exactly the same press. scholars the same, no difference. So yesterday I share you know, like all the 100 painter does the main yadam means like the practice Manjushri always pray, supplicating, because we see this, you know, the prayer, Manjushri, you know, you practice, you get more knowledge. And the scholars need knowledge to write the commentaries, teachings, and they have to debate, you know. So then that's the reason they practice Manjushri. Due to Manjushri blessing, everyone get the same, which they talk to be a son of Manjushri's blessing. The meaning of the same phrase, which comes from Manjushri blessing. So that's I'm sharing right now. And then here has yesterday we talked like name, you know, it's called Theater, right? Theater, the name of the prayer. And then homage to Manjushri. So we finished that. And then main text has a okay, where is the okay, so this is important. It's like, as long as you know this, then it's easy what's going on here. Praise to Manjushri's mind. This the prayer has this praise to Manjushri's mind first. The Manjushri mind has like two sections. Praise to Manjushri's omniscient wisdom. So omniscient wisdom and the true nature. The omniscient wisdom has two actually. You know, knowing absolute truth and also knowing the relative truth. Then praise to Manjushri's compassion. So this two is the Manjushri's mind quality. And then second is praise to Manjushri's speech. Third is praise to Manjushri's body. So the road this praise is like mind, speech, and body. Okay, like from here, mind is a heart center, speech is throat, body is here. So we have to go like this, okay? Sometimes go down like this, but its mind is in the here, heart center located. So in the prayer also like Om, Ah, Hom is here, right? It's when you get fears, upset, you strongly hurt here, not here. So that means mind is here, location. And praise to Manjushri's body. So now this root text, his wisdom is burning like the sun, so free of clouds of two words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in their true nature. So Manjushri free from, or you know, all the obstacles, afflictive emotions, and then he has a knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holded the wisdom text at his heart. So he holded the wisdom text, left hand holded the wisdom text. He has a knowledge. Knowledge, that is the representative auto level knowledge. And then his mind has this knowledge because he free from all the obstacles. Then second, he has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from darkness or ignorance in the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Second, Manjushri has a compassion for every single being. His compassion is immeasurable compassion, economic compassion, not like bias, attachment compassion. So this too is Manjushri's mind quality. So today, we're going to, you know, the speech. And this is like talking about he has compassion for all beings who are suffering from darkness or ignorance in the prison of samsara as father for only son. And then this all explain the compassions. So you can see the suffering we have to recognize, and then, you know, this instruction recognize, I mean, the suffering, and then, you know, compassion, Manjushri, all benefit others. And here suffering is followed by the similar, I think, the Four Noble Truths, suffering of suffering, right? Change of suffering. Change, right? Always change. Suffering of change. And then pervasive of suffering. So pervasive of suffering is like the very underneath. No, we don't fear strongly, but long as I bought this laptop from the shop every single day decreasing, this value is. So that's called pervasive of suffering. Long as we take birth, every single day changing, and every moment changing, close to the death. So long as you birth this object, is every single day is like become going to like separate, it's impermanent. This going to how to say the compound of phenomena is become, or is going to dissolving or separate. So that's called pervasive of suffering. So now today we go to this one. First to Manjushri speech. Here, right? Yesterday we stopped here. Okay, then Manjushri speech, like a thunderclap. He wakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the chain of the karma through the 60 branch of Haramana speech. Okay, Manjushri's word is same as thunderclaps. So we are sleeping due to ignorance. And then big thunderclap comes, you wake up, right? You wake up scaly or fear, wake up, what happened? Thunderclap make you very fear, right? Scared. But Manjushri voice is strong, same as a thunder, waking up others, but no fears. That don't make you scared and fear. And happy to hear, I think, joy. Then sleeping ignorance. We are like, same as like sleeping due to ignorance and losing the chain of karma. So chain of karma, like karma is the same as chain. And chain like means like then chain hold you, right? Then you cannot go, right? So we stuck there. Same, the due to karma, we stuck in samsara, chain of karma. So Manjushri speech, through the 60 branch of Haramana speech, he released the like chain of karma because he's sharing the truth, he wears this wisdom silver to cut the saddling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. So Manjushri hold the silver, right? Silver or sword. Sword, the knife is easy. W is not that good for me. Yeah. Not like knife, long knife. Okay. Then the long knife is cut, The long knife is representing wisdom. The wisdom's long knife to cut the saddling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. So free from confusion. So that's the root text. And here, short commentary. We have already talked about the praise to Manjushri's mind. It is due to his omniscient wisdom and great compassion. So he has omniscient wisdom and great compassion, that mind quality, that his speech arises to benefit beings due to, compassion, wisdom. And then this speech is arising. The source is, Manjushri's speech is come from its wisdom and compassion. So our ordinary, the voices come from maybe self-grasping and ignorance, emotions, The Manjushri speeches come from, wisdom and compassion. What does he share with his speech? The Manjushri, what going to share for us? Manjushri has attained perfect realization, realize, the means like true nature, knowing, realize. He wants all other beings to become liberated, free from samsara, and to attain the same realization. So he has realization, then that exactly everybody wanted to get, what he has. That he wanted to share. He is free from suffering. That's he want to have everyone. So he want everyone has liberate and freedom. Not only he say, I'm freedom, I'm okay, you guys suffering. No, like that. I want what I have, exactly everyone want the same this. So that is the reason Manjushri's 60 branch of Haramana speech. So one voice cannot benefit everyone, and then many different ways voice arise in order to share all of Buddha's teachings, including what to adopt and what to discard. So what do we have to take, what do we have to give up? So we don't know due to ignorance. Something we important for us, we wanted to adopt, but it causes our suffering. Something we wanted to discard, but it's like we give up happiness. We give up causes of happiness due to our ignorance. So Manjushri is sharing for us, then what to adopt and what to discard, at the different levels and the capacities that sentient beings need. So according to individual level, then that's why different levels share the teachings. Buddha Shakyamuni said, do not commit any wrongdoing, perfect virtues, and completely calm your own mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha's teachings. So that's the very short form, like all the teaching is subsumed to in these three categories. If someone asks you what means Buddhist, just you repeat this one, then exactly correct. Okay. Other whatever you explain is incorrect. This is like kind of like so essence of like kind of the more important statements. Do not commit any wrongdoing. Don't create any negative karma. Don't harm for other beings. Perfect virtues create like love, compassion, others, and completely calm your own mind, like meditate, subdue our crazy mind, and gain like wisdom. So this is the meaning of Buddha's teaching. All of Buddha's teaching are compressed of the subject of peace. So this first like don't commit any wrongdoing is peace. Okay. Then perfect virtue is the compassion, and complete calm is like wisdom. So then all the teaching is included these three statements. The meaning of Buddha's teaching can be further understood as follows. Don't commit any wrongdoing. So then these laws are explained. So it's all your homework, okay? Perfect virtues, like what virtuous? So like first, like I said, don't commit any wrongdoing. We know, so like we have to give up all the causes of suffering, create a negative karma. So harming other beings, we have to give up. Perfect virtue is like we have to create like love, compassion, generate or, practice and benefit others, like practice 6 paramita. Okay, and then completely calm your own mind is of the Vajrayana. So this also can go to 3 yanas. First statement, don't commit any wrongdoing is, Telovada Hinayana. And second is, we says perfect virtue is like Mahayana, benefit others and do something good things for others. And then the complete calm your own mind is like Vajrayana. So this Tiriyana also subsumed into these 3 categories. So that's why wisdom teachings are subsumed in this instruction, which means that we subdue the mind of afflictive emotion and establish a stable mind that is peaceful happy, and all of virtue. So these laws are explained, but this included all the right now what we practice in Manjushri sadhana. So, you know, the Manjushri practice sadhana is removing all these impure perceptions, transform to pure perception we create. So Vajrayana is everything is transforming. You know, negative karma is transformed. No, you don't need to get rid of it. You can change, you can transform. Use that and transform. And all the impure perception, our body impure, speech impure, mind impure is like transforming. Like we say, ordinary body, ordinary speech, ordinary mind is transforming to enlightened body, enlightened speech, enlightened mind. So that's wisdom. Then that, you know, three teaching statement is the bring all the like kind of, you know, me teaching subsumed to that three categories. All these teachings are subsumed to 6 parameters too. So Buddha teaching generally talk about 84,000 Dharma teachings. Why he share 84,000 Dharma teachings? Because every single person has 84 afflictive emotions. So that's why the teachings is solution for our afflictive emotions. So we have so many medicines, right? Why is there so many medicines? All these medicines is solution for the disease, sickness. So why so many Dharma teachings? So all these teachings is a solution for all our afflictive emotions. And that's why Buddha is a scientist, or, you know, we say reason is because he researched like afflictive emotion. And that ain't possible to get rid of it. So he found that we can get rid of our own afflictive emotions. So Buddha really seeing where is the suffering come from? Suffering come from afflictive emotions. So then he found the solution, afflictive emotions, Dharma teaching. So that's why it's another way Buddhist is no religion, right? No religion means because no creator gods. So the suffering is created by our self-grasping and afflictive emotions. Nirvana is created by our positive karma, you know, like compassion, love. And then that both actually also still in the within samsara. So we have to go beyond that. It's called enlightenment. Then that's the reason yesterday also have many like sections like go beyond, right? Beyond. We have to go beyond is the Manjushri, explain we name also go beyond the delusion state. So negativity, positivity, we have to go beyond the both. We cannot start with the both. Okay, so then where is the wisdom sure to settle our suffering and to dispel the darkness of confusion? So Manjushri, the hold this knife. The reason is representative. See, Manjushri is embodiment of the knowledge and the wisdom of all the Buddhas. Traditionally depicted with a sword in his right hand and a text in his left, the long knife represents the wisdom of all of the Buddhas, okay? We first Manjushri realize it is due to your wisdom and compassion, Manjushri, that your speech, activity benefit all beings. You are enlightening qualities. Cut settling of suffering, which is the self-grasping. Me, and mine is called self-grasping. You are release all ignorance. So that's the point. But then it's more information. We skip that section, speech. So now we go to the third one. Third place to Manjushri's body. In the Bodhisattva form, he's pure from beginningless time. So this root text. fully accomplish the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge, are supplicated you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. And so the Manjushri body is representative, also wisdom form body. And so you visualize this form body, and then we can like this ordinary, this form is transformed to wisdom form body. Then Manjushri, the form is explained here. This Manjushri was one of the 8 great Bodhisattvas. They talk about 8 Bodhisattvas, but then the one of is Manjushri. The 8 Bodhisattvas, the most important is 3, Chinrezig, Vajrapāṇi, and Manjushri. So this 3 is like representative of all the enlightened beings' qualities. Who were the closest, right? Closest disciple of Buddha, I say. In this form, he sometimes appears, what is a Vatisha? What is green in color and holding a lily to symbolize renunciation of the destructive emotions. The main point of this section, which refers to the quality of Manjushri's body, is that Manjushri is truly already Buddha, become he purify all obscuration many eons before. We praised Manjushri. You have the quality of a first Burmese Bodhisattva all the way past. So past the 10 Burmese. Manjushri, of course, then each this Bodhisattva has his stories. Another way his stories, like there are many eons ago, the enlightened ones. So then become the enlightened is become equal to the form is called Manjushri. So now my understanding is like, right now we practice Manjushri, we gaining the knowledge, right? Knowledge, wisdom. When we achieve enlightenment, the all knowledge is associated with Manjushri. So same is like our cup of water is falling into the ocean, Manjushri wisdom is like same as ocean. Our wisdom is the same as like the cup of water. So this cup of water is put in the ocean, become associated with the ocean, and then benefit many eons, like not going to dry. Same. So when our enlightenment, we have become Manjushri, means like our wisdom is associated with Manjushri wisdom. So become we are part of Manjushri. Our compassion has become associated with Chinrezig. The power, we release all our negative karma, the power energy is associated with the Vajrapāṇi. So we have become these 3 Bodhisattvas, benefit other beings means. Do you understand? So enlightened, then benefiting other beings become called Bodhisattva, and we associated our quality with these 3 Bodhisattvas, form bodies become. And then Manjushri, like his enlightenment, but he shows for the Bodhisattva way, Bodhisattva is like, I'm helping benefit others, like until everyone is liberated, I'm not going to enlighten. So then always benefit others called Bodhisattva. So he has you have a quality of the first Pemi, Bodhisattva all the way past the 10th Pemi. So he's a 10th Pemi level stay, like auto level. Pemi is a Sanskrit word meaning ground. Sa in Tibetan, ground, the Pemi is a stage or basis for measuring the growth of awakening qualities. So we talk about the Pamis, right? Bodhisattva Pamis. So the Pami the meaning is like, see, is grown. And then, you can measurement like your level qualities, stages. So first Pami means like already you reach to the true Bodhisattva is like you have realized emptiness. Then starting then you call first Pimi. So get to in that state is the most hardest level. If you long as you get in that level, then you have so much ability to benefit others. Then the first Pimi, or this all the 10 Pimis are mentioned about one by one. So I don't know, we have time, maybe not much time. So the Pimi has different names. Then change the letter slightly qualities. So become your graduate again, like different levels. 10 Pimis here mentioned. Okay, so as supplicate you, Manjushri, drawn by 112 sons of Buddha to dispel darkness of my ignorance. So that's supplication to Manjushri. Manjushri body has 112 sons of Buddha. So 32 major marks and 80 minor marks. And that's his quality his body has. You know, some is we don't see clearly. So some you can see, explain. So then this his body, each this has like symbolized meanings. 32 major marks the Manjushri possesses that is that on the soles of each of his feet in a posing, spoken, golden dharma wear, representing his altering efforts to turn the way of dharma and to travel far and wide in order to explain the teaching and help beings remove the cause of suffering. Other example of Manjushri is immaculate, right? Qualities include the 18 unshared qualities of Buddha, which are as follow: the 10 powers, the 4 fearlessness, the 4 perfect knowledge, the 3 close mindfulness, and the great compassion. All these 10 powers mean, names here. So the you reach to in this Buddha, actually first Pimi level, then you have all these qualities. It's first Pimi has quality, but still have to growing until enlightened. So power of life, power of mind. So life means they can stay long, they're free from death actually. Power of mind, they fully realize. Power over material things, no desires, I think everything is like, whatever they need, everything's there. So we have desires, that's why everything is limited for us. So you realize that everything's unlimited. You don't need to own anything, you have everything. So we try to own everything, but we don't have anything. So that's the desire problem, everything's become limited. Power of action, power of birth, power of aspiration. So this is why Bodhisattva can take birth through the power of aspiration, or wherever they want to take birth to benefit, they can do that. Power over prayers, power over miracles. So until reach to first Pimi, our prayer has not that power. Reach to first Pimi, then aspiration prayer has a very powerful. So that's the reason we have to do the prayers, create that quality. When one day we reach to Bodhisattva, then our prayer is very powerful. Power over miracles, power over wisdom, power over dharma. Then 4 fearlessness, laws, 4 perfect knowledge, the 3 close mindfulness. So okay, part 3 concluding section. So that's all the Buddha has qualities. Manjushri has all these qualities. We cannot go details, so you all can do this your homework. We can share this text for you. Then dedication section and finish this text, okay? So that's the this press to Manjushri commentary. And then next, we can take questions, like some has questions. So please, Amanda, can you share the questions?
Sure. The person who put the questions in the chat, would you like to raise your hand and ask the question, or would you like me to which let's see.
I mean, better.
I ask, okay, okay. All right, so I'm going to scan up. Okay, the first question is it correct that our Samaya commitment to Rinpoche is Manjushri, to be our Yidam deity, and chant the mantra as many times as possible?
What that means?
So she's asking about the Samaya commitment. It's her understanding that that the Samaya commitment is to take Manjushri as the Yidam, as our Yidam deity and chant the mantra as many times as possible.
When you receive the Manjushri empowerment, then that means I take Manjushri as a Yidam deity. So when I take the Manjushri Yidam deity, then much ever we can chant the mantra, and then that's the empowerment, empowerment, you have ability to chant the mantra, empowered to chant the mantra. And the commitment is Manjushri commitment, then is, the followed by just all the commitment is like bodhicitta, right? So it's also the commitment is in this today teaching speech, like Manjushri speech quality, talk about no harming for others. So that's a commitment. And then you cultivate the bodhicitta, so and calm your mind. So then that's all commitment is included this three statement too. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimpo. Do you want me to keep reading? She has 5 other questions.
Yes, please.
Okay, the second question is, can we chant the mantra at any time, even without doing the sadhana?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And may Rinpoche kindly repeat advice how we can apply practice when we eat, and kindly give more advice on how we can integrate Manjushri in our daily life when we are not doing the sadhana, including what we can do when going through strong emotions and dealing with difficult mental states.
So that's I think need a lot to share information. Actually, all the teaching what I taught is a solution for that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And the next question, do I remember well that for the Yamantaka retreat, we can only accumulate the mantra recitation when we do the sadhana?
Yes, so the sadhana is like what we did, have to use that one.
For the Yamantaka retreat.
Yeah, that's the specific, like, whatever GBI says, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Not my role, so GBI role.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And the next question, is it wrong to imagine and feel ourselves as Manjushri and to see our seed syllable when we are not doing the sadhana?
Can you say again?
Mm-hmm. So when we're not reading the sadhana, we're not practicing the sadhana, and see the seed syllable when we're not practicing the sadhana. Is it incorrect to do that? To visualize oneself as Manjushri and see the seed syllable?
So you mean we visualize ourselves in Manjushri then?
Yeah, she's asking, is it okay to see yourself as Manjushri and see the seed syllable even when you're not practicing the sadhana? Is that okay or is it incorrect?
I think it's correct. Positive, everything is correct.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And the next question. Rinpoche kindly gave empowerment for 2 forms of Manjushri, and we don't use the form when Manjushri is seated on a lion. Can we also use this form on the lion as well? Why did we receive this form, please? And many thanks to Rinpoche for bestowing precious empowerment and teachings and for explaining.
This same, like just Manjushri can sit in many different ways. And this anyway is Manjushri form body. So generally we use all the Yalu, this form body. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions in chat. Thanks, Kimpo.
Okay, so now we have here question, 1 minute. Yes.
Okay, I've asked Melissa to unmute if she can.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. That's Like you visualize yourself, Manjushri, is like, when I am driving, right? I am Manjushri, so that's incorrect to become. No, because like you have I am, right? Self. So then you cannot really bring to Manjushri yourself. So Manjushri means like the first, like you have to, yesterday also mentioned, to release your I and the self. So look to your, and like I, self is not exist. And you feel that, and then Manjushri, you bring to your mind, and then you feel your body is Manjushri. So then that's okay. Yeah, better driving time is don't use the sadhana. maybe you use in your room sometimes, when you're comfortable and the time, and so also, read a little bit and then meditate and read a little bit, meditate, then really helps. So it's a tradition, we read all together group, but sometimes we hard to bring anything. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So when we prayers, nothing is, can bring. So that's a tradition, but we have to do that. And you read yourself, then you can stay and meditate and like read a little bit and go step by step and mentally reading. And if you have memorized, meditate, more benefit. Thank you. Melissa, yes.
Yes, thank you, Rinpoche. I I really don't understand the winds, channels, and drops. Except, I read about it intellectually. So what should I do with that? Should I try to study it more and understand it? Should I just follow your instruction regarding Mahamudra? And should I just have faith that if I say the Manjushri mantra, that it will purify my winds, channels, and drops?
So you investigate this channels, winds, cannot find. This is subtle level, And I think just don't need to think channel wind, like let go and practice, visualize, meditate. Then one day you're naturally going to find. Thank you. Next one, Mani.
Hello. Other sadhanas that I see for Manjushri have a different mantra. And so why are there two mantras? And can you give me the absolute correct pronunciation of the one that we've been doing, please?
Okay, so there are many mantras, Manjushri. So Manjushri's wisdom and enlightenment can become like 4 different activities. And then, become 4 different mantras, right? And then this one is, just generally these 2 is the most popular 2 mantras that today we're using, and another one, Arapasa Nade, Om Arapasa Nade. And that's very popular in the public, and then this one, very popular generally practitioners. Okay. And Om Wangi Shori Mom. Om Wangi Shori Mom. This mantra. Thank you. Okay, Jason. Jason is cannot hear. Okay. Natalie.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear? Oh, okay. Thank you, Kempo. Can you speak on the purpose of seed syllables? All deities have different seed syllables. What is that about? Thank you.
What means? Say again more.
Okay. Different deities have different seed syllables. What is the purpose of the seed syllables when it comes to deity practice?
Seed syllable, you mean, I think is representative of our consciousness, mind, essence. You mean that?
Yeah, so
you practice Yadam deity, and then, we ordinary this mind have transformed, right? So ordinary mind you cannot physically use. That's why we bring to the syllable is a representative of our mind. Yes. So then syllable is transformed to Buddha's body. Buddha's mind, Buddha's mind body. Okay.
Is it ultimately a sound?
Syllable.
Yes, like once disillusion, it's what's ultimately left is just a sound, a representative of the deity.
The syllable, you can visualize, right? You can make the song, you can visualize. You can bring in the imagination syllable. You can write down physical, but you cannot hold your mind. So syllables representative mind, yes. And this Sambhonakaya is the energy, like think about your voice, you cannot hold. Your voice, you cannot hold, right?
Right.
Okay, what that means, like voice is where it comes from, where it goes.
Emptiness.
Okay, so Sambhonakaya is we cannot hold an energy, and it's there, but it's no physical thing. Like voice is no physical object, right?
Right.
Otherwise, when you say something and something come out from your throat or like mouth, then
Right.
very hard. So that's why Sambhonakaya is usually representative speech is Sambhonakaya. Right? Nirmanakaya body is like physical form. You can touch and you can see. And Sambhonakaya is energy, like it's there, but you cannot hold.
Oh,
That's why all this deities is enlightening compassion is there, but you cannot hold. No physical object, right?
right.
That's why we bring to Chinese Tanka and the stage of form body, say this is compassion. Yeah.
Right.
Manjushri
Okay.
wisdom, so you cannot, it's there, but you cannot hold. Then you can hold because you use a syllable, right? Syllable and transform to Manjushri's body.
Oh, I
That's
see.
a method to connect with the Sambhonakaya.
I see.
Method to transform ourselves is Sambhonakaya, enlightening body, speech, mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
我想问一下，文殊眼摩地种子字是什么？
是什么？
文殊眼摩地的种子字是什么？
Campbell, what is the sixth syllable of Yamantaka?
我想问一下，文殊眼摩地的种子字是什么？
是，我听到。Campbell, can you hear me, Campbell?
yes, I can hear.
What is the sixth syllable of Yamantaka?
Which syllable you mean?
What is the sixth syllable of Yamantaka?
Oh, Yamitaka. What is mantra? I forget. Yamitaka mantra.
阎摩地的这个咒语啊，阎摩地的咒语，人不先忘记了。
Someone tell me Yamitaka mantra.
阎摩地的咒语，大家知道？谁知道的？
Yamitaka Zonan. It's always like goes Achimantra. Yeah, this one. Okay.
Kimpola, I think the one that I know is Om Yamantaka Homepage.
我所知道的是这个 Om Yamantaka Homepage。
Om Yamitaka Homepage. That's another. That's a.
这是另外一个普遍的咒。
Yamitaka Homepage. Atoteka Homepage. Atoteka. Another short one is called Atoteka Homepage.
一个短是 Om Atoteka Homepage。
Then another is
另外一个是呢
so Rajan, the Mama de Hong so it's Achi mantra, so it's bring to
因
the
为想
mind.
到的是
1
阿基
minute.
佛母的咒语，请各位稍等一下。
The okay, like regular lot of the Jidong coming over to the Sanjay that don't China Dami Dong Rayana. This is the mother senior, Radon the young man, this is the mother senior. Mother Troja, Radon the
I think it's Ekayama Hekama Jeremiah Sawa Hidita. Something like that. Ekayama Jeremiah was Sawa Hid, something like that.
我做的一个亚门大哥哈纳马塔版的烘焙。
That's a short one. It's like we have another one.
但是短的还有另外一个。
Peg is also like Peg is like the essence of mantra, but I don't know because there's so many mantras Yamintaga. Not only one mantra. Okay.
阎摩提有很多个咒语啊 ，Pet 当然是其中一个的音声，可是不都是阎摩提不同的咒语。
Okay, so next question.
好，下一个问题。
那么今天所讲的文殊菩萨的咒语的种子字是什么？
What is the sixth syllable of the Manjushri that we are talking about today, Kebola? The sixth syllable of the Manjushri that we are talking about today. Mam字 Hello， 对对对，mam字。
猛字是吗？
对对，猛字，它正确的读音是叫 mam。对对，我忘记是 mam 最后一个。对对对，它是它种子字。好。
感恩，谢谢哈。
谢谢啊。
感恩仁波切，感恩仁波切，感恩翻译，感恩仪式。我明白了，谢谢，我问完了。
好。
Okay, so we finish in time. So next, any question like the specific Manjushri?
跟文殊师利菩萨有关的咒语有没有特别要问的？
Okay, so I think with time finish it, and the next week we can do the question and answer. Okay.
时间到了，我觉得下一次再做，下次我们做做问答，好不好？
We have to finish the sadhana.
我们必须要把法本先给念完哦。
Om Vange Shore Mo, Om Vange Shore Mo, Om Vange Shore Mo, Om Vange Shore Mo. Page 34, the Data Yoga Sadhana. The outer universe dissolved into light, which absorbed into myself, are then dissolved into Mom syllable, which dissolve from the bottom to the top nada, gradually become emptiness. I meditate in this bliss of no duality of subject and object. Go back to Tibetan. No jo je ronde onye jang toge mende mere na de ba rende me me don zara de jin ya lar ya yang bar ba ve meditate dissolution. Being once again assumed the form of Manjushri, Larian, Jambara, Ravi, Guru, 35. By the light of your wisdom, compassionate one, may the darkness of ignorance in my mind be dispelled. To realize all the sutras and the commentaries, please grant me the power of reading wisdom. Whenever I wanted to see you or want you to clarify my confusions, Lord Manjushri Kosha, may I have a clear vision of you without hindrance. You, Manjushri, have performed great deeds to the featherless limits of the 10 directions. For the benefit of all sentient beings, may I and others perform the same activities. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where this unborn may arise, where this born may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the Trikaya, by the blessing of the inner truth of Dharma, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the Mary Ashe bear fruit. By the virtuous past white snow of mountains, may the teaching of Rinpoche flourish in the 10 directions, and dispel the ignorance of all the sentient beings that they will at last achieve the Buddha's perfection of wisdom. Go back to Tibetan, page 35. Seden je 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 ra wu so ra ji da lo de mo me mo ro so ne ga dai den ji yong mo do ba ye lo zhe bo be na wa zar de so gang ze da wa ran do ba 就在这瓦然都那样，我们将要就年的，给没把那童话的修，所见能跟到都被，先见跟到这是是，这当然将要就在把，大所就把的摘修。 三九三九人不见，马杰巴南吉九了杰，杰巴娘巴美巴扬，公内公德美瓦的修，三杰个三一百三拉当，今年们就了等百三拉当。 愿得美心的百姓来接，加达让我也莫来这巴来哟，南大嘎热大嘎尔给完的，人间的美所结结巴当，结的美些的莫南达来先。 二生三界一切都巴来哟。 Go to the dedication Manjushri. I just shared the teaching. It's called the Javyam Mulam, a prayer to Manju Kosha, the gentle voice Lord. So we need a volunteer from the zone. I mean, that do you have this? Can you read?
Oh, sure. Yeah, thanks, Kimpo. Yeah, and I posted the link again in the chat, and it's the second sadhana. Okay. Namo Manjushriye, powerful one who dispels the accumulated dark, gloomy ignorance of all sentient beings by sending forth rays of light streaming from your mandala of understanding and intelligence into the vast and profound space-like realm of the knowable. To you, gentle-voiced Lord Manjughosha, I bow down. Since from now until I attain the essence of enlightenment, I entrust myself to no other refuge but you. Wherever I am born among the 6 realms by the force of my karma, please protect me from the terrors of samsara, gentle-voiced Lord. When I am forced to abandon the karmic patterning of this life and seized by the fearsome and terrible Lord of Death, am separated from all kindly and loving friends and relatives. Protect me from the horrors of Yama, gentle-voiced Lord. When, by the power of evil acts accumulated throughout beginningless time, and the force of the winds of afflictive emotion in the intermediate state of becoming, I am snatched away over the terrifying precipice of the unbearable lower realms of birth, please shut off the vent of the winds of mistaken worldly emotion, gentle voice, Lord. As the intermediate state consciousness takes rebirth again and again, purifying the 8 unfavorable conditions so that I utterly transcend them, please set up the auspicious links for me to be born into families that uphold the victory banner of the teachings of the Enlightened One, gentle voice, Lord. In all future lives, after I have attained the magnificent and beautiful body stemming from the 7 supreme qualities of a higher rebirth, please create the auspicious links whereby I meet with a spiritual friend who correctly practices of the Dharma, gentle voice, Lord. When I have correctly understood the ocean-like host of sublime teachings, perfectly spoken by that spiritual companion endowed with skillful means of passion, please grant me the discernment and intelligence that will give me the power to teach it to others, gentle voice, Lord, solely for the benefit of others throughout all my lifetimes, giving away everything without the least tight-fistedness. Meditating stably, avoiding all distraction, and so on. Grant me possession of the 6 transcendent perfections, gentle voice, Lord. Supreme coolness, dispelling the painful heat of samsara, swiftly grasp all those who aspire to the vision of the snowy mountain of the sacred text, but have become swallowed up in the mire of dull distraction and laziness with your compassion, gentle voice, Lord. Though I have perfectly entered upon the pathway of the view of the profound doctrine, though I aspire to depart for the realm of perfect freedom and liberation, a being of little fortune, I am bound by samsara's noose. Please cut the web of attachment to cyclic existence, gentle voice, Lord. Though I aspire to the vision of the lotus grove of great conqueror, having abandoned the jasmine forest of my own self-interest, which is now completely subsided, this mind of mine is enshrouded in the thick darkness of ignorance. Dispel the darkness of ignorance, gentle voice, Lord. In short, for myself and all others, relying upon the ocean-like collection of Dharma text throughout all our lifetimes and fulfilling all wishes of living beings without the least exception, may we become a veritable wish-granting gem, gentle voice, Lord. By the power of praying to you, Manjushri, in order to save all beings from the ocean of becoming, with a boat of the perfected 2 accumulations, gentle voice, Lord, may even I become just like you. From this time forth until in the future I have attained enlightenment, may the gentle voice, Lord Manjughosha, always be my teacher. Love-filled one, with the radiant light of your supreme knowledge, completely illumine the dull stupidity of my mind. Grant me the intelligence and clear confidence of mind to understand the teachings and their various commentaries and precepts. Whenever I need to see you or even just ask you a question, Protector Manjushri, may I perceive you without the slightest obstacle. May my way of life be like that of Manjushri, who exist only to accomplish the benefit of sentient beings in the 10 directions, until I reach the bodhisattva level of perfect delight. By the kindness of Manjughosha, may I always have recollection of my past lives and embrace the life of perfect renunciation.
Thank you. Oh, Wange Joremo, Wange Joremo, oh, Wange Joremo, Wange Joremo, oh, Wange Joremo, Wange Joremo, oh, Wange Joremo, oh, Wange Joremo. Thank you, everyone. Tashidele. Zom Sangha Tashidele. Next week
Thank
we
you
have
so much, Kempola.
Kempola.
Thank you, Kempo.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Kempo.
Kimpla's trying to say something, I think.
Thank you.
okay. So next week Friday in the East Coast time, Friday, 6:30 starting. We have the Buddha Shakyamuni empowerment, and then the practice Buddha Shakyamuni. Thank you, everyone. So, all this Yadam date is Buddha Shakyamuni's retinue. We cannot forget the main one. Source. Rashidalai, have a good day. Hi.
Oh, thank you so much, Grandpa.
下个礼拜六早上几点？
Thank you, organizers.
Muchas gracias, que por la Chile.
我没有琴呢。
Thank you, Amanda, Debbie, all organizers. Beautiful. Thank you, Amanda. A lot of work.
礼拜六早上嘛。
The organizers, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Campo. Have a beautiful day.
我没有微信啊。
Thank you.
谢谢。
Translator, yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sharon.
See you
Thank
next
you,
week.
everybody.